Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is, I look so small. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So let me go ahead and show this. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I was told is fixated on you, but unsure what to do. Fixated on you, but unsure what to do. They are fixated. They are just drawn to you. They don't know they don't know what to do, you know? Give me 1 second, guys. I totally forgot. Totally schmurtly. Breakfast sounds good. Breakfast sounds so good right now. I cannot. Not yet. Oh, as a matter of fact, I want to share something with you guys. Let me just fix the live stream settings. I want to share something with you guys. So basically, I went to town last night. I really went to town last night, and I started making a whole bunch of stuff. And y'all, I wasn't ready. I was not ready for what I was creating, because when it came to testing, tasting time, oh my God. It's just an oh my God is what it is. It was an oh my God. I made some pumpkin cheesecake bread. What? I'm serious. I made pumpkin cheesecake bread. And this bread is amazing. Amazing. Pumpkin cheesecake bread. What? So I'll show you guys. I also made other types of bread that was also amazing, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Pumpkin cheesecake bread. It's like, that's an individual. This is a whole loaf. Oh my God. Pumpkin cheesecake bread. Y'all, the spice on it. The spice. Oh my God. It's giving me the chills. It was so freaking good. It was so good. I can't talk about it anymore. It was so freaking good. I didn't want to share. I didn't want to share. I didn't want to give my husband any peace. Oh my God. I'll have those up on the website today. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just. Oops. Yes, I do. I believe someday I will be where I was, right next to you. Okay. That song's been stuck in my head all morning. All right. Almost ready. Almost ready. Almost ready. Here goes, guys. Oh my God. Okay. Here goes. Here goes. All right. Passion. Someone's experiencing elevations in passion, and it has everything to do with you. Not something to do with you. I'm saying everything to do with you. It's this sense of you're being watched, you're being observed. Um, Not necessarily in like a perverted way. Just observing you. Ew. Okay. What? What? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. So this might get complicated. Okay, this reading might get complicated. Let's see where it goes. So someone's watching you, right? They haven't been able to rid themselves of the thought of you. This is someone that you have left such a major impression on them. You have left such a major, major, major impression on them. I'm wondering if we can turn this into something about work. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if we can turn this into something about work. Um I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. I'm trying to take this away from a space of just weirdness. So maybe this is someone, it's like a work thing, and they happen to see you, and now they're really like focused on you. They're focused on um, possibly working with you. Oh my goodness. This is going to be interesting. Okay. So this is something that's going to kind of keep brewing all the way through autumn. It's going to keep brewing. It's going to continue to intensify. It's going to be something that I guess you could say it's incubating. Okay. It's something that's growing. When you incubate something, you provide a really, really hospitable environment for growth. So I don't know that someone's going to be coming forward right now. I feel like someone might be coming forward at some point soon in the next couple months to kind of make their presence known. So, cycles. You're in a cycle and you have to figure out what your intention is during this cycle. I'm assuming this is a cycle of manifestation. And if you don't know what your intention is during this cycle, it might become something almost like undesirable, something where you're going to feel like things are just happening to you instead of for you and because of you. So you have to be mindful. You have to be very, very mindful. This person that's going to continue to watch you is the feel of it. Marlene is here saying something about a Daniel. Is one of you named Daniel? Girl, I don't know. I know a Daniel. I don't know what Daniel you're talking about. So okay, concealment. Ooh. Again, this thing of hiding it from you. Maybe you're hiding it from yourself. I don't know. Maybe you're hiding something from yourself and you're not wanting to be aware of it. I'm not sure. Or maybe someone is trying to conceal their presence from you. They don't quite want you to be aware yet. That feels creepy though. I get nervous when it comes to people, messages of people watching me, which is, I know it's weird because I live stream, right? I live stream a lot. It's like, why are you worried about people watching you? Am I? Well, because that's weird. I don't know. Maybe someone is just admiring your work. I'm gonna choose to believe that if I'm going to receive any part of this message, it's going to be someone is admiring my work. They're watching my work. They're admiring my work. They're very intrigued. Whoever this is for you, they're very, very intrigued. You have them intrigued in such a way that they haven't been with other people. There's some type of resonance going on. It's like a pinging, ping. So this is not someone that you can keep out. When it comes to a message like that, a detail like that, where like you can't keep them out, that usually for me is indicative of some necessary interaction due to some type of soul something. So your souls have some type of work to do together. And that's why this is not someone that you can successfully cut out or keep out until whatever interactions are necessary actually happen between the two of you. Okay. And this is going to be something that's allowed to come to fruition. It's going to be fulfilled. There is going to be some type of wish fulfillment that goes on. I don't know how that will play out. I mean, is this someone you want around you? Because, so, okay, Michael's all up in my ear, and it's like, maybe you feel like you don't want this, whoever this person is, around you. I don't know if you even know who this is, but maybe you feel like you don't want this person around you because they represent something for you that you're not comfortable with, not because it's bad, but just because it leads to the type of growth that you know is going to be uncomfortable, but worth it in the end. Right. So it might be something like that. Or I could just be full of shit this morning because I ate too much. You guys, I made rose lavender bread with just amazingness and then a lemon glaze to put on top. What, bitch? that one is I'm just saying, that's what I ate last night. It was so amazing. Rose lavender bread with a lemon glaze. Everything made from scratch. I'm just saying. Everything made from scratch. I want some more. First, I must earn my food and go to the gym after this live stream. Okay? I can't even focus on the reading, girl. How could I ever expect y'all to focus on? I can't even focus. I got this bread right here beside me. I want to dig into it. I am very strategic. My husband, we went to the gym yesterday, right? And we get there, and it's my own bad because I've done this before. We got out of the car, we're walking to the gym door, and he's like, "So do you want to go eat out instead?" Because I did that, I think the last time we tried to go to the gym. I was like, let's just go eat out instead. And so what ended up happening was I said to him, "No, we can't do that again. How about we work out and we earn that food?" He's like, "Okay." Yeah. So I have to earn the food today. It's just this little thing I'm doing with myself. I promise. It's nothing permanent. So foundation in reverse. This is someone who's just really upside down in their existence over this, right? They're really, really, really upside down in their existence over this. And it becomes this thing of like hyper fixation. Hyper fixation. They are hyper fixated on you. They have the blinders on. They don't see anything else but you. And it becomes this thing of like, what's their intention? I'm curious. Like, I'm sorry, honey. You want to go eat Korean barbecue today? He takes me to this Korean barbecue spot sometimes, or you have to like cook your own food, right? You have to grill it yourself. And I just sit there while he cooks for me. It's not even a group effort. It's not a team effort. I'm just sitting there like, I'm hungry. And he cooks it for me. It's amazing. And then he cuts it up with the scissors. Yeah, it's so yummy. So yummy. Okay. So this person, whoever this is for you, they're done lying to themselves about the gravity of you. How long have you known this person? They're upside down. They're done lying to themselves and denying whatever it is that, you mean to them. I don't know. This sounds very almost tragic. See, they feel like being honest with you about your effect on them, it's kind of hopeless. It's like, they feel like they've gone too long, I guess. I don't know. Like, what kind of work is it? I'm still trying to make this about work. Like, what kind of work is this? Because um who knows? It might be a good like work situation for you. It might be someone wanting to recruit you for something amazing. Who knows? Who knows? Um maybe you should remain open, maybe you should remain kind of neutral in this space of neutral until you really figure out what this means for you. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. Okay, they're done with the differences. They're gaining an understanding of who you are and what you mean to them, the gravity of all of this. The differences are kind of diminishing. Maybe you're so similar that it makes you different. They feel very fragmented without that love coming from you, that, I guess, that attention. Um, well, now we can't make this about work. Ooh, they broke a promise on behalf of you because they're ready to remove you from this forbidden space. They're moving towards you and all they see is you. So oath and forbidden, like they broke a promise, I think, for someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like they broke this promise and you're no longer considered forbidden to them, whoever this is for you. Well, I think that's what they're considering. I don't know that they've fully decided it yet, but I think they are absolutely considering removing you from the forbidden realm and placing you in the realm of potentiality, right? So, movement and vision. Their movement is based on what they see from you. If they see that you might be receptive to this, well, then, they might be willing to trot faster towards you, right? To trot towards you a lot faster. All right. Let's see what this is. So, limitless. Ooh, emotions. They're upside down in their emotions, and it's causing them to, this upside downness is causing them to realize how limitless they actually are. The limitations that I'm wondering if they were in like a very controlling, very toxic type of relationship, right? And that's why they're now in this space of like wondering and fluctuations. They're still upside down in their emotions, but the remembrance of their limitless state is coming back to them. So I think they're preparing themselves to move forward. They're digging through the shadow selves. They have a lot of fear about the decisions they're making. They're very fixated on you. I think all of their decisions revolve around you, but they don't really know how to go about this. They don't know. I think they're waiting for you to give them uh I don't know if it's reassurance or if you're just if they're just waiting for the opportunity, what seems like a good opportunity to approach you. right? Okay. They're being very, very patient through this process, but and they're being patient, but they don't appreciate the fact that they have to go through this. This strikes me as someone, that upside down gratitude. This strikes me as someone who is super accustomed to really getting their way, to not having to wait, not having to like put effort. But I think that's also what draws them to you, is the fact that you're not someone they can um easily obtain. They know they have to really work to get your attention, to get you to notice them. Which, I mean, this all sounds like a lot of games. I'm going to be very honest. This all sounds like a lot of games. Are you dealing with a Scorpio? Girl. I said what I said. I'm not retracting that. Are you dealing with a Scorpio? This sounds like Scorpio shit. I'm serious. This sounds like shit Scorpios do. Let me guess. You know what? You know what? Bitch, stop it. I can't help it. Bitch, stop it. Behave yourself. I'm behaved. I'm just asking a question. Okay. Let me stop. Okay. 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 Angie says he's a Capricorn girl. He got something else more dramatic in his chart than Capricorn. Capricorn be hella cut and dry. Hella cut and dry. I got Capricorn for my Venus, and I'm just like, so what? You love me or what? Because I love you. You love me or what? Oh my gosh. Okay. So let me get it further out of my system. I can't. You guys, Angie, how much you want to bet he got Scorpio for his moon? He got Scorpio for his Venus. He got Scorpio somewhere. Scorpio rising. Is Scorpio his home planet? His soul planet? I mean, let a girl know. Let a girl know. We just need his DOB and where he was dropped into this planet. We don't even need the time, girl. We don't need it to be extra accurate. I'm just saying. No, I'm not into astrology. I'm not into astrology. See, that's why we vibe, Ocean. She's like, I'm Venus Cap too. We vibe because it's like, we cool or what? Because if we cool, we cool. If we not, we not. So what's up? No, we good, girl. Okay, we good. We can't fake that shit. Nope. Okay, here goes. It's either you or the other person. They're working on their self-worth because they're struggling to walk their truth. You know what I mean? They're struggling to really walk their truth. They're struggling to present themselves in the greatest um light because they don't know how to find their light yet. They have been so focused on playing this role. It's like playing a role of extra masculine man type, or like damsel in distress, like the stereotypes of the genders. They're playing this role. I don't like when people play roles. It just sucks. It sucks. When you have to play a role with someone, that's mediocre. You know? That's mediocre. That's mediocrity. And I don't F's with mediocrity. You have to be something of greatness. I have to feel it oozing from your pores for me to pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? Like for me to be able to pay attention to you, oh, it has to be something, it has to be something about you that stands out. Like you can't fake that. You can't fake that. And I'm wondering, is that how you guys are as well? Where, they're realizing, is that what this is? They're realizing that they can't, play this role with you. And so now it's kind of like they don't know what to do, you know? They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do about it. Ooh, this cap can't tell the truth. Lie after lie after lie. Told him last night that I deserve better. Boo, Angie. Angie. Girl. Liars don't need your explanation of what you deserve, girl. I'd be like, figure it out in the silence. Figure out what I deserve in the silence of my absolute shit to you. And there's the Venus cap. I ain't explaining shit to you. If you don't understand how to cherish me, that's on you, motherfucker. That's on you. I'm not explaining shit. You better figure it out because you're about to lose me. Yeah, no. By the time I'm in that role, in that mindset, you already lost me. I'm out. I'm not explaining nothing. If they're playing game, fuck it. Play by yourself. I'll let you think we're playing like Marco Polo, but I'll never yell polo. You're gonna go through your life just internally yelling, Marco, Marco. And I'm just like, silence. Be silent, be still. Be silent, be still. That's what I'm saying inside myself. Oh, here. Be still. And communication. So, okay, I got a little sidetracked, right? Is this someone that's played a game with you and that's why they're absent right now? You know what I mean? Were they playing a game with you thinking that they could get you to bend to their will and that's why, you know what I'm saying? So let me give you an example of how legit I am about my silence. Years ago, my kids were still toddlers, right? We moved into this one house and there was the basement was done. It was a little bit creepy, but it was done. And so, they wanted to play hide and seek. It's nighttime. They wanted to play hide and seek. And then I was like, oh, let's play glow in the dark hide and seek. And they're like, yes, mommy, yes. And, I gave them each a glow in the dark necklace and bracelet so they won't be scared in the dark. And then I conveniently ran out of bracelets and necklaces for myself. So they were all playing hide and seek. I was the only one that was left to be found. I was not yet found. I was hiding because the couch was kind of at an angle. And so there was a space. The wall meets like this, right? And the couch is right here. So I was hiding behind the corner of the wall. And I was just chilling. I was just chillaxing for like a good hour, silent. And the kids were like, where's mommy? We lost mommy. Yeah. And then, like, I don't know, one of them started crying. And I was like, they're fine. They're safe. They're like, mommy. And I was just like, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. The game's still on. I'm chilling. I'm just chilling behind the couch. And then they snitched. They snitched. They went and told their dad. They told their dad, and their dad was like, you better come out from wherever you're hiding. They're fucking crying already. I was like, God, fine. I'm just right here. I was behind the couch. I was safe the whole time. I didn't get lost. I was just behind the couch. And since then, no one's wanted to play glow in the dark hide and seek with me anymore. Because I'm telling you, I'm really good with that quiet, that silence. I could just chillax for a while. I'm not tripping. You can keep looking for me if you want, but you're not going to find me. I'm just going to sit there quietly, minding my own business behind the couch. Just saying. I'm just saying. He was like, stop being mean. And how is that mean? They wanted to play hide and seek. I said I was tired. I don't even care that I'm tired. I didn't take a snack. That's why I finally came out. I got thirsty and I was hungry. And so, I had to come out. But yeah, no, I'm totally like, I got no problem. Just sitting tight in my foxhole. I was just going to sit tight in my foxhole and just let y'all play your games. I'm not going to participate. I'll let you think I'm participating, but I will just sit there. No joke. I will just sit there quietly, observing everything, kind of just, observing everything take place with zero participation from me. So, soul separation. You guys are not going to remain separated for much longer. That's the thing. I don't know if this is going to be something romantic, but it's almost like this thing of someone is going to be coming forward to kind of, I hear, to reclaim their space in your life. I mean, that space could be in the basura. I'm saying that space could totally be in the basura. That can be your place in my life. In the basura. What? So, what is their rightful place? Tell me then. What is their rightful place? He's saying, don't be cynical. I don't know what their rightful place is in your life. You're going to find out, though. You're going to definitely find out. This rightful place might be as a friend. This rightful place might be as a coworker. It might be as a lover. You don't know. So I would go into this with no preconceived expectations, right? Don't be so quick to be like, this is going to be us getting back together. Excuse me. I don't know if this is about getting back together. I don't know that. This might be about just kind of reconciling your differences so that you can move forward in whatever whatever soul-based connection you need to have. So just be careful with that, okay? Neither of you will overcome this situation until things are hashed out. Things have to be hashed out. If you're not willing to hash it out, I don't know. I don't know. It's a very it's like a very questionable feeling. This uncertainty of how deeply you're willing to accept them. I think they're the ones feeling, very like this is questionable. They don't know how to approach it because they don't know how you will receive them. They don't know how deeply you'll allow them into your life, which I don't know that you need to allow them into your life all the way, at least not right away. People need to earn that. People definitely need to earn that. They need to earn their place in your life. And if they want to play a major role in your life, they need to go out of their way to earn that. I'm going to tell you right now, that is not something I'm going to give away for free. And you can't buy it either. You're going to have to work real fucking hard to earn some type of significant placement in my life. That goes for everyone. I used to give those positions away for free. I used to give those positions away very, very freely. And what ended up happening was the people who were bold enough to take that position, they tended to be the people who were the least worthy of it. Cocky sons of bitches, I'm telling you. The people who are bold enough to really just kind of push their way around in your life, they tend to be full of shit. They tend to be really, really full of shit. So the people in my life that hold very significant places, these are people who have earned their rightful place. They didn't try and push their way into my life. They didn't try and sell me a story. They didn't try and do any of that. They observed. They got to know me. They learned my ways and I learned their ways. And there was a mutual respect and a mutual benefit to that connectivity. Right? So the cards can say whatever they want, but if there's no mutual respect, if there's no mutual benefit, I mean, this needs to just stop. And maybe for some of you, that's why this connection needs to happen, so that you can kind of get to know each other, maybe once again, or maybe for the first time, get to know each other to the degree that you can decide if it's worth it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with initiating something and then changing your mind. I mean, yes, be respectful in the way you inform the person that you've changed your mind, but you don't have to commit to something that you are not in alignment with, that you have no resonance with. And I think as empaths, that's one of the things that really gets us super twisted, is that we think that just because we said yes to something, that means we're now obligated to say yes across the board. Fuck the board. I will flip that board and knock all the shit off like a bad kitty. No, I'm not committing to nothing that does not resonate with me. And if it doesn't resonate with me, I have the right and the authority to change my mind. Get real comfortable with that right and that authority over yourself. And like I said, be respectful in communicating that you've changed your mind, but you're allowed to change your mind. You are absolutely allowed to change your mind. You don't have to stay stuck to anything, okay? Just like you don't have to stay stuck to your position that you're not letting anyone in, you're not letting anyone back in or in for the first time. You can change your mind. You can really, really change your mind. Okay, so years ago, when I was like, I don't know, 19 or 20, something like that. I think I was 20. Yes, I think I was 20. I think I just turned 20. I was thinking, I'm just done with the relationships. There's- That's a high frequency. Why are you yelling? When I was like 20, I was thinking to myself that I'm kind of just done with the relationships. I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm just done with people. I just kind of want to be single and work and go to school and be like ridiculously successful. And I'm just done with people. And I decided to relocate and all of this other stuff. And after I had decided that I was going to move out of the area that I grew up in, where everyone I knew was at, I met this guy. That wanted to hang out. And I was just like, okay, but I'm moving, just so you know. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I'm suddenly in love and I'm going to stay. No, I'm fucking moving. Just so you know, I'm moving several hours away. He didn't care. And I was just like, all right, well, it'll be cool hanging out until I move and then like never see you again because I'm moving several hours away and I'm not stupid. I'm not going to be committing to someone that I just met while I live several hours away. Well, little did I know I would be changing my mind about that. And that was the best mind-changing opportunity that I've ever had, because I'm still with that person 23 years later. We're working on 24 years at this point. Right? Right. Had I committed myself to that decision, I would have missed out on the best thing that's ever happened to me. I would have missed out on that. You don't have to stick to something you decide before you realize what your options actually are. You know, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can absolutely change your mind. You can allow someone the opportunity to show you why you might need to consider changing your mind. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's all you got to do. So, royal return, this is, it can be one of two things. It could either mean that you are regaining your crown, right? We each have a crown chakra, so we each have a crown. Because we are the ruler, the sovereign, the utmost authority by definition of our auric kingdoms. Each of us have an auric kingdom. That's why you have a crown chakra, right? No one else has to worship you. If they're not within your kingdom, they are not obligated to worship you, right? Okay. So there is someone that is returning back to their royal state, returning back to this place of sovereignty within themselves. And I'm not sure if it's you or this other person, or the return of this other person is what will initiate your crown to be returned upon your head. So this is just kind of like so many potentialities with this reading. You have to go through this space of self-acceptance, right? Really allowing yourself to accept where you are within yourself, to accept where they are within themselves. And accepting someone does not mean that you will be okay with their subpar behavior. I can accept you as you are and still not be okay with the way you behave towards me. Accepting you as you are does not obligate me to allow you to remain in my presence. Yeah. I'm not obligated to that. You're not obligated to that. You're going to act a fool. I'll accept that. I'll accept that you act a fool as I excuse myself. And if you act a fool enough, if I see enough, I will make that decision permanently. And people who know me, they know I'm not fucking around. These are not just words. This is really the way in which I live my life. Why do you think my life has minimal drama? I don't just cut people off willy-nilly. Once I see enough, either with your energy or with your words or with your actions, I'm going to make a decision. And there's no amount of changing that's going to get you back into my good graces. Why? Because you already showed me what you're capable of. The fact that you have the capacity to be hurtful and harmful, to be malignant towards me with no provocation, because y'all, I don't provoke people. I don't. I really, really don't. So if you have the capacity to do that with zero provocation, fuck you out of my life. I'm good off that. I'm really, really good off that. Because guess what? That's how parasitic things enter into your life. I think part of us get very confused about the whole parasitic thing because we think that just because we invite someone in, they can't possibly be parasitic. And now it's our fault that they're treating us this way. Eliza, what conclusion did you come to about just leaving versus excusing yourself? What conclusions did you come to? I'm very, very curious. I'm still in the process of learning that very same lesson myself. And it's this thing of I've learned to no longer make some type of announcement as I'm walking away, because when I do that, out of kind of just, consideration for the other, consideration for the other person, like, okay, I gotta go. I'm sorry, I gotta go. Um, it kind of gives that person the opportunity to really, really decide whether or not they're going to hyperfixate on me in the most horrendous way possible. So, what I've begun doing is kind of just quietly excusing myself. Just, all right, well, I got to get going. Thank you. And just leaving it at that. Now, some people might think that, how's the other person going to learn if you don't tell them what they're doing that's causing you to want to go away? Well, why do you need me to be everyone's teacher? Why can't I just have certain situations be about me and learning about grace for myself? Right? Um, yes. Okay. So she says we can excuse ourselves from situations instead of just leaving, because we don't need to compromise our manners just because someone else is on a lower level. It's okay to be polite even when someone else doesn't know how. And that's the thing. That's what I'm learning, that I don't have to make it into this thing of, now I'm letting you know we're in a power struggle and I'm not going to let you win. It's just like, I kind of got to go. Thank you though. And just making sure that I set my intention of not communicating with them again, not having that interaction again, right? Where it doesn't have to be an invitation to a battle or a full-on initiation of war. Just kind of excusing myself. I gotta go. In the just leaving portion of it, I will make that declaration of a war, and then I'll just leave. I'll fuck that. And now I'm kind of just like, okay, I gotta go. Thank you. So all of this has to do with this human life, has very minimal to do with any of the elevated lessons. Okay. This has to do with something in this human life that kind of just needs to be allowed to cycle through. You know what I mean? You have to cycle it through. There's these natural endings that are taking place, but you see, you pair that card with the renewal card, and it's like the old is ending so the new can come in. I'm wondering if this person that's fixated on you, they've become a completely different person than the person you once knew them to be, if there's someone from your past, right? It's like, I'm wondering if your absence or something they've observed with you has caused them to like reconsider a lot of their own behaviors and logic, because they've been inspired by you, like heavily and thoroughly inspired by just watching you. And that's probably why I don't get that if this is someone who is perverted or creepy. It's like they watch you because they learn from you. So this is an opportunity for healing. So the twin ray healing card, right? This is the opportunity to be able to see eye to eye rather than seeing in different directions down here. You're going to rise up and see eye to eye, being able to really allow yourself to see the reality of what this person is bringing into your learning, into your awareness. Again, I have to reiterate, this does not necessarily mean that you guys are going to be in some type of romantic relationship. A lot of the pain that people experience comes from this preconceived notion of what romance is, and their expectations of whether someone will be romantic with them or not. And then they get disappointed when someone is romantic with them if they don't want to be romantic, and then also disappointed if someone is not romantic with them if they do want to be romantic. How about toss that all out? How about toss it all out and kind of just let things unfold in the way they're meant to unfold? I think part of the reason it worked out so beautifully between my husband and myself is because I really had no expectation of that hanging out being something beyond just hanging out, right? I had no expectation beyond that. It was this thing of, I understand I'm very young. I'm only 20. I'm very young. And I haven't actually lived enough to be able to make lifelong decisions that will last my entire life. Right. Let's normalize being friends first. And so he became my friend, and then he ended up visiting me consistently and, constantly in contact with me throughout the whole week. And it became this thing of, I don't know that I just want this guy to be my friend. He already knew what he wanted, but what he wants is almost it's almost irrelevant to my own process. He is in his own process, and my process is almost irrelevant to his, right? He already decided what he wanted. He wanted a relationship. And I'm just like, um, you know, I'm unaware of what he really wants. I don't know, you know, I don't know what he really wants. We don't really know each other that well. And I'm realizing this looking back. While I was in that situation, it was just full on like, I don't really know what you want from me, but I'm moving. Emphasis on I'm moving. You're not going to get in the way of me moving. I'm moving. I have to move. And then allowing things to kind of just unfold. And as it unfolded, it became very clear that we were aligned in what we both wanted from each other. Right. So I don't know that we have to be in the process of getting to know someone and already be very committed to this idea of how this is going to play out. People can change their minds. 20 something years later, my husband can still change his mind. I can still change my mind. It's okay. That doesn't negate the good times that we've had and the intense learning that we've experienced together. It doesn't negate that. It just means the journey side by side is coming to an end, and we can still walk um, parallel to each other. He can have his life, I can have my life. And it's this thing of not committing to a human based notion of how a relationship is supposed to be played out while trying to force it into a role of something that's soul based. It's either going to be soul based or it's going to be human based. Those are two different types of relationships. A human based relationship requires this implied ownership of another person, right? Like, you're mine. You don't get to do this. You don't get to do that. Like, you're mine. No. I have a very deep soul based connection and relationship with my husband. No, he is not my twin. It's a very deep soul-based relationship. And because it's based in soul, there is a love that will transcend any type of situation that we get ourselves into. And whether we choose to work through it and remain together or not, that does not change that soul-based love. There will always be love there. There will always be support there. I've said this before and people were like, "What?" Yeah, no, like if we were to ever break up, I would not ask him to move out. I would not be dividing our joint bank accounts. Like, everything remains as is. It remains as is. I'm not going to punish you because you've changed your mind, because that's not love, that's ownership, right? Like, I would not do that unless you're showing me that, hey, you're being completely irresponsible with our joint finances. Yeah, then like, okay, you're gonna have to have your own account. Because no, I'm not playing around with that. I don't play around with irresponsibility, right? But outside of that, like, there is no need for me to punish him in that way. There's no need for him to punish me in that way. We still have a family unit. We can still be best friends. And that, for most people, that is just like so foreign. Like, are you serious? What if he this and what if he that? Well, I don't think he would, because we have open communication. I don't think he would need to betray me in that way, because he can literally just come to me and be like, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm sorry. And I'll be like, oh, well, that sucks. Ah, okay. So, okay. You changed your mind. People are allowed to change their mind. People are allowed to grow in whatever way they're meant to grow. And if that means growing apart from you, then that's what that means. And I'm not going to wait until, that growing apart means he's living a completely separate life that's secret from me. I will ask you straight up, are you not happy? Because if you're not happy, you need to let me know so that we can make decisions together. Decisions to, no longer be a romantic partnership, right? And this is a lot of the reason why people are so unhappy in their relationships. He says, yo, there's no, you can change your mind. I can change my mind. Motherfucker, I'm telling you, but I love you. He says, you stuck with me. I'm not stuck with you. I already told you that. I'm not stuck with you. I chose you. There's a difference. There's a difference. To be stuck with you means I have no other options, and I have plenty of options, but you're the only option I consider. Huge difference. Huge, huge difference. And to know that we are in alignment with what we desire from each other, from life, we can still continue to walk forward together, right? So your relationship, you make an ocean uncomfortable. She's like, maybe we stay out of hubby and wifey business. I'm not stuck with nothing. I chose it. There's huge difference. Huge, huge. So this is not wanting to observe, right? And this is not wanting to heal. So maybe you misunderstood a human relationship and mistook it for a soul-based one. And so now you don't want to see what it is, and you don't want to heal from it. It's time for you to heal from it. It's absolutely time for you to heal from it. It's time for you to heal from it. Girl, she says it's beautiful. I tell you, it was not beautiful when I tried to offer him a small piece of the pumpkin spice bread last night, and he decided to take the larger piece. That shit was not beautiful. And you know what? And I said, no, that's not the one you're supposed to take. And he goes, I don't give a shit. And he took it anyways. And he popped it into his mouth while looking me in the eyes like, I don't give a shit. This is a piece that I want. I was not so livid. I was just like, and he didn't care who was in the kitchen. He was just like, I don't give a shit. This is the piece that I want. It was so good. I'm telling you, I'm starting to sweat. It's so good. Tell them, oh, wait, what did I call him? I don't remember. What did I call him? Please do remind me. I call him a lot of things. Did I call him selfish? Is that what he he doesn't even care if I call him selfish. He's just like, nope. He don't care. Reborn from shadow, but it's in reverse. So it's this refusal to travel through your shadow aspects, to travel through your valley of shadows, this place where much of your personal power, much of your sovereign authority is hidden. And it's hidden there because you have to reach a certain level of maturity to be able to harness that. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, what did I call him? I want to know. I'm sure it was something hilarious. I don't remember. I don't remember what I called him, but I will stick with what I said. Whatever I said, I will stick with it. I bet it was accurate. Okay, card number 37, past life return. This is absolutely someone that you have a past life with. This is someone that is, y'all are needing to rehash whatever because it's affecting you. So, a solid foundation from which to complete the work that needs to be completed. Card number 37, right? 37. It's a solid foundation from which to complete the work that needs to be completed so you can come into a full understanding. It needs to be a full understanding. Intuition, Sejal. It's in reverse. You won't be able to use your intuition for this. You're going to have to live through it. You're going to have to live through it because this is how you're going to learn about this lifetime. I think we're going to pull some Kali cards. At least one Kali card. Here goes. Now I'm going to have to ask him. I'm going to have to ask him, what did I call you last night? Oh! Oh, my. My husband. My husband kicked in. Okay, my son texted me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, y'all, I fucking love this man. Just relax. Relax. Because it was pumpkin bread. I looked him in the eyes and I was like, "You fucking pumpkin slut." I called him a pumpkin slut. What? I was calling it how I saw it. I said it. I said it. And we gonna name this bread pumpkin slut. Oh my god. Okay. I need to just breathe. He looked at me hella sideways. He looked at me sideways. He was like, pumpkin slut. He doesn't even like pumpkin. He doesn't. He doesn't like no pumpkin spice, nothing. But it just smelled so good. It was so fucking delicious. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So good. All right. Final card. Here goes. Oh no. Hold on. Here goes. Well, you do like pumpkin pie, but only like a slice or two. You never actually eat the whole pie. When was the last time you had pumpkin pie? We didn't have it last year. I don't think we had it the year before either. Or the year before. See? He doesn't like pumpkin. I'm over here like pumpkin curry, pumpkin this. I don't really like pumpkin pie, though. I don't like pumpkin pie at all, actually. I think it's disgusting. Were you offended when I said that? Did it hurt your feelings? did you hurt did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry if I did. I didn't mean to. I don't think you're actually a pumpkin slut. I don't think you actually are. Um, I'll let you have more of the bread. I won't. I'll share. I'll share today. I'll absolutely share today. So card number 1, Smashana. She shines her blessing of divine deconstruction, clearing away that which undermines your confidence and inhibits your activity on your life path. With a courage born of unconditional trust, you can accept her fierce intervention in your life with openness to the positive changes that shall emerge as a result. Smashana Kali is fierce. Her presence indicates radical divine intervention. It may at first be experienced as a shock in some form of upheaval. She dwells in the taboo lands of cremation grounds. Hers is a teaching that divine timing must prevail, and sometimes certain involvements or circumstances must end. We cannot control the workings of destiny, but we can choose how we respond to the essential ending of a chapter in our lives. So it's this thing of like, this is something that you're not going to be able to avoid. I'm telling you guys, this is something that you need to actually experience, like hands on experience. Smashana can appear when we are in difficult times due to the loss of a loved one or the failure of something we had counted on, or even a more subtle inner experience of an ending we cannot link to an external event. Her presence is an indication that life as you have known it will change radically. This can be a welcome release from difficult times and prolonged cycles of suffering. Smashana is not quiet and subdued in the cremation grounds. She is wild and vital. She brings energy and aliveness to situations where there would otherwise be none. She brings about an end to stagnation that has been depleting your life force. So something is like seriously ending. What happened? Gluten-free buns and cheese. Don't start. Goat cheese. You did have the bigger slice. I don't, I don't like pumpkin pie. It I won't say it. I won't say it. I don't like the texture or anything about it. Um, an upheaval can give rise to uncertainty about how to manage the transition and what will come next. We must remember that in the tantric teachings, cremation grounds are not only places of death, but of liberation. Kali teaches that something, what we have loved, needs to be released so that a greater love can manifest in new form. We cannot always know why that needs to be, but we can trust Kali is acting for our benefit. So there's this constant reference, right, to the cremation grounds, and it's this thing of sensing. I don't know if I showed you guys a card. It's this thing of sensing a baptism through the flames. You're going to go through a trial by fire, right? A full-on trial by fire. We may have a fear of letting go, just as many beings fear the ultimate act of letting go, the release of the body into death itself. Kali is not a goddess of actual death. She's the goddess of the spiritual and symbolic death of the ego. Her presence is about endings that lead to to beginnings. Her presence is not about death, but transformation. She not only brings to an end that which obstructs our spiritual fruition, she also manifests a path from release to reemergence. Dwelling in the lands of the dead, she is a sacred feminine chariot that carries a soul beyond the threshold of one life cycle or chapter into the next. If you know you have come to the end of the road in some significant way and are awaiting clarity on how to cross the threshold towards whatever is next, her presence will make the path known to you. And I'm wondering if this is you being invited to choose transition. And if you don't choose transition, then you'll see that transition as a death, right? I've worked with enough people who have transitioned into the next form to know that there's nothing to fear about dying. There really isn't. There really isn't. Um, there isn't. I know it's scary and stressful and heartbreaking for the people that are left behind, but I promise you, the people who transition into this next space of being, it's actually very rare for them to not um, feel very excited and happy after they realize exactly what's happened. You know, for some people, it will take a little bit of time for them to let go of this life because they passed so quickly, or they weren't ready, or they're afraid. They were very efficiently and effectively indoctrinated into certain religious beliefs. And those religious beliefs cause them to think they're going to be punished. And so they hold on to this life they don't want to let go. But those who have the awareness, which is most, I would say about 80%, 85% of people who transition out of their body, they have almost immediate awareness, like, oh, there's nothing to be scared of, you know? So if if you allow yourself to choose that transition, it can be a very peaceful one. It can be something where you don't have to be afraid, you don't have to feel destroyed. You simply begin to exist in a different way. Or you can fight it, and then your higher self will absolutely destroy your sense of self, because that sense that you have of yourself is outdated. It's no longer applicable. And so it won't be allowed to continue. The more you fight it, the more destroyed you'll feel. So what I'm saying is it's up to you. Okay? It's up to you. Ooh, you work in a spice factory? Can you email me? I have quite a few spices that I'd like to talk to you about. I'm serious. Exactly, Eliza. She said, I won't fight it. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Exactly. Exactly. There's plenty of processes that I've been in where it's like, I'm not going to fight it, but I don't like it. You know, I don't like it, and that's fine. I'll still be in compliance with what my soul is asking me to do. I will still do what I need to do. Okay. Her appearance is the portent of powerful change. Although we may not welcome it at first, we can know that because it's initiated by her. Wild wisdom and divine love are its underlying purpose. As we move with the changes taking place within and likely also around us, we will eventually recognize the blessings that have transformed our lives for the better. Ooh. Take a moment to connect with your heart, perhaps by placing your hand on your heart for a moment. Like, really connect with your heart. Allow yourself to feel the gravity of the changes that are taking place. I wonder, for this person that is being referenced in this reading, whoever this is for you, whatever the role they're going to play in your journey and your learning. I wonder if the reason they can't cleanse themselves of these thoughts of you is because you live in their heart. You know, do you live in their heart? Do you live in that space that it's like, if you're anchored in their heart, Every time they have a heartbeat, the essence of you will be spread, circulated through their entire body. And maybe that's why it's so hard for them to let go, because there's nothing to tangibly let go of. You exist within them, you permeate their cells. You are the very essence that feeds every part of who they are. And that's probably why they're learning from you. And maybe part of the reason why you need to have a coming back together of something is because you are being given the opportunity to willingly retrieve the reflections of the lessons that you've helped them to learn during the period of however long this has been going on for you guys. You both have been learning something. And maybe it's time for you to, just kind of receive some of those lessons back so you can get clarity on the things you've been through, so that you can get clarity on the things you need to learn. I think your lessons, you and this other person, the lessons, they commingle, they intersect quite a bit. And trying to remain separate in an intersection, I mean, this point of intersection is a point that fortifies the structure. Let that sink in. The way it intersects is the way in which it fortifies the structure. And your perception of the importance of this structure is what's really messing up your perception of the importance of this connection. Some things we can throw away. But have you ever thrown away something on accident and absolutely lived to regret it? Don't let this be that thing. I'm not talking about a romantic relationship. I'm talking about the lessons that you need to learn, the lessons that you need to retrieve from this individual through interactions. It's like the equivalent of putting your retainer in a napkin because you're eating at a restaurant and then throwing the napkin away. That's what happened to my retainer. They told me that that's what would happen, but I did it anyways. I was like, no, I totally will always remember. No, I did that anyways. So, oh well. Um, we have to make sure we allow ourselves to fully experience the things we need to experience. Okay. So, guys, just a quick reminder about a few things. Thank you for this, Lindsay. We have this Sovereign Empowerment Initiative. It has quite a few different programs, and this initiative is completely free. It's part of our nonprofit ministry, um, where we will have guest speakers and a whole bunch of different other opportunities for you to learn and expand all of your different gifts, perceptions, awareness. A couple other things. We have two different types of bread available right now, and I will load the other breads later. The jalapeno popper bread, which is savory AF. And then we have the apple bread, which is so ridiculously good. Oh my God. People have been going crazy over the apple bread. Wait until they taste the effing pumpkin bread. Pumpkin bread's hella good. Hold on. I'm just looking for Lindsay's other comments. We also have divinity oils available on the Soulwork Synergistic website. These are divinity oils, okay? They are calibrated to help with your divine journey and your process, your organic process, support you in that. In addition, they are infused with crystals, and the crystals I donated to the ministry. They're crystals that I've had, crystal chips that I've had for quite a few years. These crystal chips have traveled with me. Y'all, if you all knew exactly how much crystals I have hoarded over the years, we're not going to talk about it because, my husband is on the live stream. And we're also still having here we go. This is the one I was looking for. We've partnered up with Florida Indian River Groves to do a fundraiser for our ministry. You can go to the link right there and you can check out what they offer. You can have this fruit. I believe their policy is that within 24 hours of the fruit being picked, it will be shipped to you. Okay. So, some good stuff going on. Very, very good stuff. All right, guys, I have to get going. If you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Yes, Thank you, Ocean. For the products and fundraisers, all funds go directly towards helping the Soulwork Synergistics do the work that's provided free of charge. Okay. So that goes straight to an account specifically for Soulwork Synergistics, the ministry. Another way you can support our ministry is by joining the soulsanctuary.love. That's where we have exclusive chats, and depending on the tier of recurring contribution, you get various thank you perks that we give to all the people who do recurring contributions. And if you're in the United States, that recurring contribution is a donation. And so you get a tax deduction, tax write off. You just keep your receipt. Okay. Oh, okay. Billy, I have to check out what I did to the website because I'm the web designer. I don't always pay attention to what I'm doing. I probably did something. I'll check out that link and I'll get it up and running if it's if it's not up and running. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you again very, very soon. Bye, guys.